Welcome to our conversation on this hidden goldmine in healthcare, launching a home care agency with purpose plus profit. It's all about
Yep,
turning your passion for care into a thriving business, right?
absolutely, Scott. I'm really curious. How did you come to see that a business that changes your life didn't need a medical degree or big franchise fees?
Well, you see, it started with recognizing that so many in healthcare, nurses, CNAs, even everyday caregivers, feel that quiet pull for something more. They're
Right.
burned out, and yet their desire to serve remains. And that's where the home care agency Blueprint comes in.
I get that. It's almost like instead of being trapped under endless shifts, you get to build your own legacy. But how exactly does this shift from burnout to business ownership work?
It's like, imagine you're on a treadmill that doesn't stop. Endless hours, lots of effort, no personal gain.
Yeah.
Home care offers you a platform where you can finally own what you build. You launch your own licensed agency without a medical license or that heavy initial investment.
That sounds incredibly empowering. And I love that you're not just offering steps, but a full system. What part of your offering are you most proud of?
Oh man, it's got to be BlueprintOps. It's like
Yep.
the complete backend system that essentially runs the day-to-day operations of a real agency, client intake, scheduling, caregiver onboarding, payroll, compliance, documentation. It's plug and play, but powerful.
That's impressive. So, if I'm understanding this well, most people in healthcare don't usually fail at caring. They fail navigating the operations side, and Blueprint Ops fills that gap.
Exactly. Without BlueprintOps, you might be a fantastic caregiver, but the business chaos would hold you back. With this system, you're not reinventing the wheel, you're stepping into a solid foundation.
But don't you think, isn't there a risk that too much reliance on a proprietary system might make people dependent on a single solution?
That's a fair point, Maya. However,
Right.
the idea here is to empower you with knowledge and a replicable model that you own and control. It's not a handhold forever, it's more like a launch pad, so you can eventually operate independently if you want to.
I see. So, it's not just about following instructions blindly, it's about understanding the system deeply enough to make it your own. It makes sense because a lot of people feel boxed in by generic solutions.
Absolutely, exactly. The idea is to help you find clarity in what you really want your life and legacy to be, especially if you're coming from a healthcare background that's been draining your energy.
And on that note, let's talk a bit about the packages you offer. There seems to be a suitable option for every kind of founder out there.
Yes, we've got three main entry points. First, there's the starter package, ideal for those who are self-led and want to work at their own pace. It gives you the full CHCE certification course, editable licensing templates, and lifetime access to everything.
So you don't even need a business background to get started. That's really accessible.
Exactly. It's like building your own roadmap from scratch, except we provide you with all the essential tools you need to succeed.
And then you have the accelerator package, right? How does that build on the starter package?
Right. The accelerator package is more hands-on. I personally work with you, helping with licensing, policies, and laying down a strong foundation. Plus, you get access to Blueprint Ops, meaning you launch with the same backend that powers some of the seven-figure agencies out
Exactly.
there.
That personal touch is something you don't usually see in healthcare education. It really makes a difference.
Totally. And then for those who want the full immersive experience, we have the Premier Partner Package. This one covers everything, from brand building and website design to CRM setup, hiring toolkits, and even client acquisition. Plus, you work directly with our team for 12 months. It's our most comprehensive support system.
It sounds almost too good to be true. But I do wonder, do you think this level of support might overshadow the need for founders to learn and solve challenges on their own?
I can see why you'd ask that, Maya, but I see it as a partnership rather than a crutch.
Yeah.
We aim to guide, teach, and empower you so that eventually you can manage without us if you ever choose to. It's about equipping you with lifelong skills.
That's a crucial difference. And it's clear you're addressing a real need in the market, especially when you see so many families desperate for reliable in-home care.
Absolutely. The demand is massive and isn't going away. Families are actively looking for compassionate, trustworthy care in their homes. And at the same time, healthcare professionals are craving change from the burnout roller coaster.
It really is a win-win scenario. You provide desperately needed service to families, and caregivers get the opportunity to reclaim their time and, their own destiny.
Exactly. It's like, you're turning adversity into opportunity. Instead of being drained by endless shifts, You now have the chance to serve in a meaningful way on your own terms.
I love that vision. Is there a story you could share that really captures what this transformation looks like?
Oh, certainly. There's Angela, a CNA who was working brutal night shifts and barely getting any sleep. She joined our accelerator package even though she didn't see herself as business-minded. And when she saw BlueprintOps, her whole perspective changed. She said,
Yeah.
"This makes me feel like I actually own something real." Within a few months, Angela hired her first caregiver, booked her first client, and most importantly, reclaimed her peace of mind.
That's incredibly powerful. Angela's story shows that it's not just about starting a business, it's about transforming lives and taking back control over your time and destiny.
Absolutely. It's that emotional, personal shift, transitioning from burnout to building a legacy. And that's what really drives this whole initiative.
So, for someone listening who might be a nurse, caregiver, or just feeling that pull towards something more, what does your message sound like?
I'd tell them, if you've been thinking about it, trust that feeling. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need a business degree. You just need that spark, that willingness to try.
Exactly.
When you decide to take this leap, we're here to guide you every step of the way.
I really appreciate that honest, no-nonsense approach. It's empowering to know that you don't have to be a business expert or have endless capital to create this shift in your life.
Right. It's about starting small, learning, and then scaling up with the right support. Every great business starts with a bold decision, and here, we give you both the map and the vehicle to move forward.
And if someone is still skeptical or even a little fearful about making the jump, what do you say to them?
I'd say, listen to that inner nudge. It's the signal that you're ready for change. You owe it to yourself to take that first step. The risk is real, but the rewards, life-changing. Your time for burnout trading is over.
That's a call to arms in a way. It really motivates you to think differently about what you can achieve. And for those who are ready, where should they go to learn more?
They can visit homecareagencyblueprint.com or book a free discovery call. It's not just about launching a business. It's about building a legacy that respects your time, passion, and hard work.
Absolutely. I love that, Scott. This conversation really paints the picture of a business that not only changes lives, but creates a pathway to lasting impact. Thank you so much for sharing your insights.
Thank you, Maya. I appreciate the opportunity to discuss this and to invite everyone listening to take that bold step towards ownership and freedom. Let's build your agency, your legacy, and your next chapter together.
Here's to a future where caring meets entrepreneurship, a true hidden gold mine in healthcare. Thanks for the amazing conversation, Scott.